If a rhombus has an area of 12 square centimeter and side of length 5 centimeter, then the length in centimeter of the longer diagonal. हमें क्या ढूंढना है? Length of the longer diagonal. Okay. Now what is a rhombus? Rhombus is a figure which has 4 equal sides. In this case 5 centimeter, but the angle is not 90 degree. Now what that does is the length of the diagonals become unequal. But if it is a square, square is also a rhombus with 90 degree angles. The diagonals will be equal. We will use this as we go along. But पहली चीज ये कर लेते हैं, मैथमेटिकली कैसे कहना थोड़ा सा समझ लेते हैं. Then we will come back to the जुगाड़ method, जिससे ये सवाल बहुत जल्दी हो जाएगा. Okay. Now, if I have a diagonal rhombus with me, okay, this is A, this is B. So the length of the longer diagonal will be 2A and the shorter diagonal will be 2B, because this will also be B and this will also be A. Now, each side is 5. So first thing can I say, this is a right angle triangle because the rhombus diagonals meet that right angle. I can say A square plus B square is equal to 5 square or 25. One equation. Second, it says area of 12 square centimeter. That means each of these will be 3 square centimeter. Each of these 4 small triangles will be 3 square centimeter. What is the area going to be? Half A into B equal to 3, or that implies A into B equal to 6. Now what do you have? You have two equations in x and y. Please solve them and get the answer. I am not going to do it. मुझे तो जुगाड़ आता है, ये तुम लोग कर लेना. ठीक है? Now let's go back and look at this question logically and see how it is to be done. Okay? Now, if it was a square, the diagonal will be 5 root 2 and both the diagonals will be equal length. Okay? So if the diagonals are of the same length, that means it is a square, and square is a kind of a rhombus only. Okay. Now, so if I look at this, can I say, जब दोनों की length बराबर है तो 5 root 2, so my longer diagonal should be greater than 5 root 2. My answer should definitely be greater than 5 root 2. Okay. And what is 5 root 2? Root 2 is equal to 1.414. But 1.41 को चलो 1.42 ले लो यार, 1.4 ही ले लो, क्या फर्क पड़ता है. Take it as 1.4. So 5 root 2 becomes approximately 7. So your answer 7. Okay, if you want to make it another 5.41, so 7.05. Okay. And if you want to go further 5.414, you can do it, but pointless है. Okay. All I will say is this is approximately equal to 7.1. Okay. So I will say my answer should be greater than 7.10 is what I am starting off with. Now look at these stupid choices. बहुत गंदे से नंबर है, लेकिन इसको भी आराम से कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं. Now the numbers are there: under root 13, under root 12, under root 37. 3 numbers. Let us see. Under root 37 तो 6 से थोड़ा ज्यादा होगा ना. Under root 36 is 6. So okay, let me call this approximately 6. Let me call this approximately 6, slightly more than 6. Okay. Now we have under root 13 and under root 12. What is 3 square? 9. 4 square? 16. So both of these will be between 3 and 4. 35 square. 35 square तो सबको निकालना आता होगा. Right hand side 25. 3 4s are 12. So 3.5 square will be 12.25. So can I say this is approximately 3.5 and this is approximately 3.6. Approximate कर दें, हमें कोई problem नहीं है. So how much does it become? 336, 7.1 by 2 approximately, which is obviously a wrong answer because this will be less than 7.1. We want a value which is more than 7.1. Okay. Similarly, what about this one? This will be approximately 7.1. Okay. Look at under root 13. Under root 13, what have we taken? 3.6. So 3.6 ले लेते हैं. 6 plus 3.6, 9.6 by 2, approximately 4.8. Definitely wrong. And what is this? 6 plus 3.6, approximately 9.6. So what should your answer be? Choice 2. ये तो almost 5 root 2 है ना. My answer has to be greater than 5 root 2. So this is a wrong answer. And the correct answer is going to be choice 2. Please use जुगाड़ for such questions. When you look at questions and you look at these kind of choices, ये तो मालूम होना चाहिए जुगाड़ लग जाएगा. And get used to doing these calculations in an approximate manner. Okay. So approximate calculation is going to help you get to the answer. Let D and E be points on sides of AB and AC respectively of triangle ABC, such that AD to BD is 2:1, AE to CE is 2:3. If the area of triangle ADE is 8 square centimeter, what is the area of triangle in square centimeter? Okay. Geometry figure बना के बात करेंगे. We have A, B, C. Okay. D and E are points on ABAC such that AD to BD is 2:1. AD to BD is 2:1. So if this is 2x, this is going to be x and this is D. So AD to BD is 2:1. Second, AE to CE. AE to C is 2:3. So if this is 2y, this is 3y and this is okay. If the area of triangle ADE is 8 centimeter, area of triangle ADE, this is 8 square centimeters, the area of this triangle. What is the area of ABC? Ratios का सवाल है, इसमें geometry कहाँ आ गई? Okay, देखते हैं. चलो. So what is my original area? We want to find the area of triangle ABC. What will this be? Area of this particular triangle is given to us as 8. Okay, okay, 8. But ये 8 कब है? When this side is 2. If I'm looking at ABC, the length of this side should become 3x. If this is 2, this will be 1. That means instead of 2, the side will become 3. So area should become into 3 by 2. Okay. 2 से 3 होगा तो area should increase by 50%. Side has increased. Similarly for the other side also. From 2 it has gone to 5. Okay. That means the area should become into 5 by 2. Okay. So 5 3s are 15 into 2, 30. Simple question. इसमें लोग बेकार में sin theta cos theta ले आते हैं. Just treat this question like a ratios, time and work kind of a question and suddenly you find it's a very straightforward and a simple question. Area of a regular hexagon is equal to area of an equilateral triangle of side 12 centimeter. Then the length in centimeters of each side of hexagon. Okay. Now what is a hexagon? Hexagon is nothing but 6 small equilateral triangles. Okay. So very quickly if I look at hexagon, एक फिगर बना के 1 मिनट में समझ लेंगे कि हेक्सागन की कहानी क्या होती है. Okay. Yeah. So these are 6 equilateral triangles. अगर ये side 1 है, x है, this will also be x. If each of the sides is x, these will also be x. These are 6 equilateral triangles. ये चीज समझ आनी चाहिए. Okay? In fact, if you look at how hexagon is constructed, if you go back to your school, कैसे बनाते थे? पहले एक सर्कल बनाते थे, फिर equal to radius we would cut. Right? So which is why each of them was equal to a radius only. Okay? So which is what we will use out here. Each of these small triangle is nothing but an equilateral triangle. Okay? चलो अब देखते हैं. Area of regular hexagon is equal to area of equilateral triangle of side 12 centimeters. अगर side 12 centimeters है, what is the area of this equilateral triangle? Root 3 by 4 into 12 square. Okay? Okay. What is this equal to? Is equal to the area of hexagon. Hexagon में कितने equilateral triangle है? 6. What is the area of each equilateral triangle? 6 into root 3 by 4 into side square. If I say each side of this regular hexagon is x units or x centimeters, यही होगा ना? Okay. So we want the length of each side of hexagon. Each side of hexagon I assumed it to be x. Okay. बस यही तो calculation है, अच्छी चीज ये तो पहले ही कट गया. So what is x going to be? 12 into 12 upon 6 under the root. Okay. So what is this equal to? Under root of 24, or this is 2 into 2 into 6, which is equal to 2 root 6. So correct answer, choice 2. Okay. Simple question if you didn't understand that a hexagon is nothing but 6 small equilateral triangles. A circle of diameter 8 inches is inscribed in a triangle ABC, where angle ABC is 90 degrees and BC is 10 inches. What is the area of triangle in square inches? Okay. Okay, a circle of diameter is inside the circle. As usual, एक बार पहले चित्रकारी करेंगे. We'll make the figure and then we'll worry about the question. Okay, circle is inscribed inside a triangle. ठीक है, where angle ABC is 90 degree. Okay, you have a figure something like this. Okay, okay, angle B is 90 degree, so B को 90 degree ले लिया. Okay, diameter 8 inches. Now, diameter is 8 inches, that means this should be 4. This should also be 4. Radius will be 4 inches. Okay. If BC is equal to 10 inches. Okay. What is the area of the triangle? Okay. Now, very, very simple thing. After all, क्या है? ये circle है and these are two tangents. So, अगर ये x है, तो this will also be x. These are two tangents, ना? AB and BC are effectively nothing but the tangents of this particular circle. Similarly, and in the other sides also. So, इसको थोड़ा सा आसान कर लेते हैं हम अपने लिए. Let us look at this further. Okay. So, if this is 4, this will be 6 because the total has to be 10. Okay. So, this will also be 4. And if this is 6, this will also be 6 and this will be x and this will be x. इसके बाद क्या करना है? पाइथागोरस थ्योरम लगानी है और क्या करना है? Just use Pythagorean theorem. So what can we say? Okay. So what is this? 10 square 4 plus x whole square plus 10 square should be equal to whole square. Okay. So, now this is why I say you should always mug up your squares. Which are the two squares जिसका difference is going to be 100? 26 square and 24 square. Also, if you remember, 24, 26, 10 is a right triangle. So, if you remember your Pythagorean triplets or you have memorized your square, ये तो भैया सीधा सीधा सवाल है. So, what does it tell me? That means the sides are going to be, okay. So, the sides are going to be, if this is 10, if this is going to be 10, this will have to be 26 the hypotenuse, this is going to be 24. So, what should be the area? Half into 24 into 10. Area of the triangle will be 120 square centimeter. Okay. Now, if you don't remember your Pythagorean triplets, हो तो तब भी जाएगा. Time बहुत बर्बाद करोगे. Because then you'll have to solve this stupid equation. I am never interested in solving equation. For me, the issue always is going to be, can you remember your Pythagorean triplets? Remember, one of the most important things for CAT geometry equation is knowing the Pythagorean triplets. Every year you will find multiple questions, if not multiple, at least 1 or 2 questions which you can solve using this particular thing. Okay, simple thing which you remember. If you please memorize your squares and please memorize all the Pythagorean triplets you come across during your preparation. Suppose length of each side of a regular hexagon of ABCD EF is 2 centimeters and T is the midpoint of CD. What is the length of AD? Figure बनाएंगे पहले. Only after I make a figure do I understand these things. I don't have the, let's say, so much of visual 3D visualization. Okay. Okay, so we have, what is T? T is the midpoint of, okay. So, C, D, this is T, okay. And what is side of each side of hexagon is 2 centimeters. So, this will be 1 and this will be 1, okay. What do we need to find? The length of AT. So, this is CD, A, this is B, A, B, C, D, E, F. What do I need to find? I need to find this, okay. अब एक काम करते हैं, okay. काम करते हैं, okay. Let us try to find this because I know this, that CT is equal to 1. अगर मुझे AC मिल जाए, again I'll apply Pythagorean triplets. But what is this going to be? Okay. Is this not the distance between the two opposite sides? Okay. Is this not the distance between the two opposite sides? Okay. So this is what I need to find. Okay. So let me just do it out here. Okay. Yeah. इसको देखते हैं. So this particular triangle is what I am drawing out here. What is this? This is T, D, and let me say this is O, which is the center of the hexagon or the center of the circle on which hexagon has been created. This is 1. Okay. This is what I need to find. And what is this going to be? Okay. First question. What is this angle? This angle is 120 degree. Interior angle is going to be 120 degree. So this angle is going to be now 60 degree. This is 60 plus 60, 120. Okay. Now, what is the ratio of sides of a 30, 60, 90 right triangle? 1 is to root 3 is to 2. The side opposite 30 degree, if it is 1, the side opposite 60 will be root 3 and side opposite 90 degree will be 2. So x has to be root 3. Okay. So what does that mean? That means this bit. This is equal to root 3. So this will also be root 3. So what is the length of AC? Okay. So if this is clear, is this? Now what do we need? We need this longest triangle. This is 2 root 3. Okay. This is A, C, T. This is 2 root 3. And this CT is equal to 1. We need to find AT. AT will be 2 root 3 square plus 1 square under the root. How much is this? 4 into 3, 12 plus 1, 13. So this is equal to under root 13. Correct answer, choice 4. Okay. Again, you see 30, 60, 90. Right angle triangles, Pythagorean triplet, 30, 60, 90, 45, 45, 90. Most of the geometry questions can be done using these simple concepts or jugaads. In a trapezium ABCD, AB is parallel to DC, BC is perpendicular to DC, and angle BAD is 45 degree. If DC is fine, BC is 4, what is the area of trapezium in square centimeters? What is the area of trapezium? Area of trapezium is half sum of opposite sides multiplied with the distance between the opposite sides. Okay, multiplied by the distance between the opposite sides. ये तो simple सा formula है. So the sides and the distance is what we need to look at. Okay, so figure बनाते हैं as usual. Okay, angle BAD is 45 degree and BC is perpendicular to DC. Okay, so BC is perpendicular to DC. BC is perpendicular to DC. Okay, and BAD is 45 degree. Okay, BAD 45 degree है तो थोड़ा सा मैं उल्टा कर देता हूँ फिगर को. Okay, I'll start with it. BAD is 45 degrees. Okay, if this is A, this is D, and this is 45 degrees. Okay, that means B will come here and C will come here. Okay, so what is the kind of figure we'll have? We'll have a figure like this. Okay, now what are we given? We are given DC is equal to 5 centimeters. BC is equal to 4 centimeters. Okay, थोड़ा गलत बन गया ना, इसको थोड़ा सा ठीक कर देते हैं फिगर को. Yes, 45 degrees. Now it looks a little neat. A, B, C, D. Okay, if this is 4, BC is 4, then this should also be 4. Let me call this E. If this angle is 45 degrees, angle A is 45 degree, angle DB, that means these two sides should be equal. This should also be 4. This is 5. Area, half into sum of parallel sides, 5, and this side is 9. 5 plus 9 into distance between them, which is 4. Okay. So 9 plus 5, 14 into 2, 28. So area of the trapezium is 28 square centimeters. Figure बनाओगे दिख जाएगा. And this 45 again, look at 45, 45, 90 right triangle is in there in front of you, and the ratio of sides is 1:1 is to root 2. These are things which need to be on your tips. From an interior point of an equilateral triangle, perpendiculars are drawn on all three sides. So we are drawing perpendiculars on all three sides from a point inside the triangle. The sum of lengths of the three perpendiculars is S. What is the area of this triangle? Now this is a question जो simply जुगाड़ से करना चाहिए है. Look at the choices. The choices tell you if you put value of S, you should be able to do it. तो हमको तो S की value से करना है ना. Now the question कि S की value क्या है? कोई बात नहीं. Let's draw an equilateral triangle. Okay. Now what point you should say? Interior point, some point. Now please tell me, if I take the centroid, will not the distance of centroid from each of the three sides be same in case of an equilateral triangle? So ये भी 1 होगा, ये भी 1 है, तो ये भी 1 होगा. Okay. So the interior point of equilateral triangle which I am going to take is going to be nothing but the centroid. Okay. Why centroid? Why am I taking centroid? क्योंकि मालूम है यार centroid के बेस में सब कुछ solve कर सकता हूँ. Okay. So now let me just explain it further. So if I look at an equilateral triangle, and if I say this is a centroid, if I say this is 1, that this distance is 1. This distance will also be 1. This distance will also be 1. मेरे लिए S क्या हो गया? S has become 3. Okay. And this becomes 2 because the centroid will divide the median in the ratio of 1:2. So now look at this triangle. What is this triangle? This side is 3. This angle is 60 degree. So obviously this angle should be 30 degree. So भैया आपको 30, 60, 90 degree. I hope you remember. 1:√3:2. So if this is 3, this side should be √3 and this should be 2√3. So what is this telling me? It is telling me side of the right triangle, if I have taken the distance to be 1, then the side of the right angle, side of the equilateral triangle is equal to 2√3. So side has to be equal to 2√3. Okay. So S is equal to 3. What we have calculated, what we have taken is S to be equal to 3. अरे यार फिर गलती कर दी, जो चीज हटा रहा था. Okay. S is equal to 3 and side of the triangle is 2√3. Okay. This is what we have found. Okay. चलो. What are we supposed to find? We need to find the area of the triangle. If the side is 2√3, what will be area of the triangle? √3/4. This is the equilateral triangle. √3/4 into side square. 2√3 into 2√3. 4. √3 into √3 into 3. √3 is nothing but 3√3. So the area should be equal to 3√3. Okay? हो गया? अब क्या करना है? Now just substitute the value of S into the equation and check out. So if I take S equal to 3 in this, what does this become? 9/2√3. Wrong choice because we are looking for 3√3. Okay? This one, the choice 3, S is equal to 3, 9√3/2. Again, wrong choice. Choice 2, 3 3s are 9 into 2, 18/√3. Okay, 18/√3. Wrong choice. Okay. Choice 4, S square is 9, 9/√3. What is equal to 9? Is nothing but 9/√3 is nothing but 3 into 3/√3, which is nothing but 3√3. Correct answer. Standard question of Jugaad where you take a value. All we did was we said that the length of the perpendicular is 1, and that point in the interior point is nothing but the centroid. So interior point हमने centroid ले लिया, उससे मालूम है 1 है, so that means the height of the triangle has to be 3. And based on that, we solve this stupid question. Let C1 and C2 be two concentric circles such that diameter of C1 is 2 centimeter longer than that of C2. Figure बना हुआ है, we'll come to it. Okay. Chord of C1 has a length of 6 centimeters and it's tangent to C2. Then the diameter of C1 is what we need to find. Okay. Now, the bigger circle is C1, so this is C1. The bigger circle is C1, so this should be, the outer circle has to be C1 and the inner circle has to be C2. Okay. Now the diameter of the bigger circle is 2 centimeters more than the, so if I say this is the radius of the inner circle is x. Okay. Okay. If I say radius of the inner circle is x, then this should be 1 and the radius of the outer circle becomes x plus 1. So what is the diameter of C1? Diameter of C1 will be 2x plus 2. Because if the diameter is 2 centimeter longer, radius has to be 1 centimeter longer. So ये आ गया है. ठीक है. Now, chord of C1 has length of 6 centimeters tangent to C2. एक chord बना देते हैं, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? Okay, this is the chord of C1. It is tangential to C2. Okay. And this is going to be 90 degree. Okay. This is going to be 90 degree. Okay. Okay. So, is this not a right angle triangle? Okay. So, the length of length of this chord is 6 centimeters. That means this should be 3 and this should be 3. So, what is the right angle triangle we have? This is radius of the inner circle and this is radius of the outer circle. So, what do we have? X plus 1 whole square is equal to x square plus 3 square. Do you remember your Pythagorean triplets? The sides have to be 3. Along with 3, which one comes naturally? 3, 4, 5. Guys, you can solve this stupid equation also, but सामने दिखता नहीं 3, 4, 5 की बात कर रहा है. If one side is 3 and the other two sides are at a difference of 1, it has to be 3, 4, 5. So the sides are going to be 3, 4, 5, or x is going to be 3, and we want the diameter of C1. This will be equal to x is equal to 4. Okay, x is equal to 4 is what we have found. X is 4, so 4 to 8 plus 2, 10 becomes the answer, or the diameter of C1 is going to be equal to 10. Okay. A circle is inscribed in a rhombus with 12 centimeter and 16 centimeter diagonals. Ratio of the area of the circle to the area of rhombus is what? Okay. Now, what do we need to do? Okay. This is a kind of circle and the diagonals are of length 12 and 16. This diagonal is of 16 centimeter, this diagonal is of 12 centimeter. We need to find this circle contains what percentage of the area of the rhombus. Okay. मैं ये नहीं करूँगा, मेरा सीधा जुगाड़ लगाऊंगा इसमें क्योंकि टाइम बहुत लगेगा. ये this is unnecessarily a waste of time. So what will I do? I will say, let me look at the square. Okay. Okay, let me draw a slightly better looking figure. Okay. Let me draw a circle first. Okay. Now, if the side of the square is 2 centimeter, can I say the radius of the circle will be 1 centimeter? So, what is the ratio of area of the circle to square? This will be, area of circle will be pi r square, which is pi. Area of square is 4, so pi by 4. How much is pi? Pi is equal to 3.14. This should be the answer. So what is 3.14 by 4? 3.14 by 2 will be 1.57. So 3.14 by 4 is to 1.57 by 2. This is approximately 0.79. So in case of a square, if instead of this I had a square, if instead of rhombus I had a square, my answer would have been equal to about 79%, approximately. Okay. Rhombus hai na? Now, what is the difference between square and rhombus? A square has 90 degree. A rhombus, the angles will not be 90 degree. So what will happen? The area of the circle will become lesser because the wastage will be more. So I would start by saying my answer needs to be less than 0.79. Okay. The answer has to be slightly less than 0.79. Okay. Why not significantly less? Because 12 by 16 means that it is not a very big angle that a very steep angle that you're looking at. 12 by 16 means it is fairly close to the square. So which is why I would say my answer should be slightly less. Okay. Not significantly less. Let's look at the choices. What is choice 1? 3 pi by 15. Pi is nothing but 3.14, 9.42. So it is approximately 9.4 by 25, which is approximately 40%. 25 into 4, 9 into 4, 36. 0.4 into 4 is 37, 38% actually. Okay. So this is going to be less than 40%, wrong choice. Okay. Okay. Choice 2, 2 pi by 15. 2 pi is 6. 2 pi will be 3.14 into 2, 6.28. 6.28 upon 15. This is less than 50%. Wrong choice again. 6 pi by 24. 26 into 3.14 upon 25. How much is this? 6 into 3, 18. And what is 14 into 6? 14 3 is a 42. 14 6 is a 84. So 6 is a 18. 18.8 approximately. 18.84 upon 25. What is this equal to? If I make the denominator 100, 18.8 into 2, 36, 37.6, say 37.7 into 2, 74, 75%. So this is approximately 75%. So this is approximately 75%, which is slightly less than 79%. So this can be my answer. I'll hold on with this choice. Choice 4, 5 pi by 18. What is 5 pi? 5 into 3.14 upon 18. 5 3s are 15, 14 5s are 70. So 15.7 upon 18. This is approximately 16 by 18. How much is 16 by 18? 7 by 8, which is nothing but, sorry, not 7 by 8, 8 by 9. Which is approximately 8 by 9. 1 by 9 is 11.11%. This is about 88%. Bhaiya galat hai ye bhi. Correct answer. So please don't waste time trying to find the answer by your conventional mathematical means. ये simple सा जुगाड़ लगाओगे that my answer should be slightly less than 70. If this was a square, the answer would have been approximately 79%. My answer should be slightly less than that and get the answer.